Welcome back, true believers and spectacular Spidey fans, to another really awesome Spider-Man PS4 related video. If you guys didn't know, I actually am in Anaheim right now in my hotel room, and the convention just started like 10 minutes ago. It's 10:11 a.m. right now. The doors open to the convention center at 10 a.m. in the morning at Anaheim for PSX, and I was about to go down there, and all of a sudden I see this video uploaded from Marvel saying the importance of Marvel Spider-Man behind the scenes PS4, and it was weird because that PlayStation Experience conference presentation thing that was that live stream yesterday, that's where we were thinking that we would get Spider-Man PS4, and we didn't, but now I'm assuming this is what they were saving for us, and I just have no idea what this is, but it says behind the scenes, so I'm assuming maybe it might be like what we had with D23, where it was like it showed new stuff with some, new information they kind of told us about. So I don't know what to expect. It's like 3 minutes, 52 seconds. Let's just jump into it right now. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, man. Oh, snap.
Spider-Man is my favorite character
in
all of literature. Not just superheroes.
Boy.
I'm talking all literature. Spider-Man is one of the greatest characters ever made.
It was, I think, the first time
Awesome.
I saw myself in a superhero. It's a new kind of hero that Spider-Man presented, and that's something we're really trying to capture.
Great.
He wasn't like some billionaire playboy. He wasn't an alien from another planet. He was that guy down the block.
Every great Spider-Man story is also a Peter Parker story. One of the most
Yep.
beloved characters around the world. He is us.
When you grow up, everybody feels like they're picked on. Everybody feels like no one understands them. That was Spider-Man.
With Fisk behind bars.
Nice.
What's next?
Maybe Peter Parker can have more to life. He wants to go on that date, but oh no, there's Electro. Oh no, there's Rhino. Oh no, there's a bank robbery.
And then when you understand all that, the stakes raise when he's Spider-Man and fighting these foes, because you know what's at stake, you know what he's fighting for.
In the Insomniac game, we got
Awesome.
this new Spidey in a new look. We're also in this world getting all new version of Martin Lee, who is secretly Mr. Negative.
I really like Mr. Negative
Nice.
as a villain, especially from a story
Ooh.
point of view. He's a very real person.
Martin Lee is a benevolent entrepreneur and has homeless shelters. They're called the Feast shelters, and Peter's Aunt May works at Feast.
Great.
He's taking care of Aunt May when Peter can't.
There's
when
John.
Peter has to either be at work or be out in the city being Spider-Man.
But there's something inside of him that's
Brian.
trying to consume him.
Take care
Great.
of this place. It represents the best part of me.
We're really kind of poking at that idea of how some people have a dark side. The question is whether you give into that dark side or don't.
Evil Spider-Man
That
confirmed?
duality means if you're taking down Mr. Negative, you're also taking down Martin Lee. When you're Spider-Man and you learn that secret, what a conundrum.
Then the question is
Wow.
a ticking clock. How long until Martin Lee knows that I know who he is?
Oh. So that might go into the story.
From a visual point of view, what's really cool about him is that he's actually got this really cool negative effect where he becomes negative.
And
Awesome.
then that is connected to his powers. He's able to bring out someone's dark side. And then he can also, in our game, he can do these blasts of his negative energy.
You're going to see, swords or guns or even whips imbued with his negative power. And when it comes to Mr. Negative himself, those powers just amplified even more.
Everything you
Sweet.
care about will be destroyed. The people will beg you for help, but you won't be able to save them.
Awesome.
One of the first days when we were making the game, we were all sitting around talking about how we grew up with Spider-Man, and we all realized that when we were 8 years old, we all had Spider-Man underwear.
Oh, that's an extension of the D23
was
footage.
our guy.
Wow, that dive bomb looks
That
so
love for him.
awesome.
Now it's
Ah.
fans making
Wow.
the game for other Spider-Man fans.
Great.
And we believe in that power and responsibility. Our game is really going to put you in the shoes of Peter. We want to deliver on the fantasy of Spider-Man. And to do that, we have to take advantage
Wow.
of all his rich backstory, his supporting cast, his friends, his foes.
We're going to see characters we know and love in different ways.
Right,
So
that's
this is like
a big
whole
thing.
new world for Spider-Man, and it's really cool.
All right, Dan. Okay. Sweet. Awesome. Sick. Okay. Still 2018. All right. Well, better than nothing, that's for sure. wow, I'm wrapping my head around everything. I'm sorry if I was quiet the whole time because I was trying to listen to what they were saying. So Dan Slott, that's the first thing that I noticed right off the bat. Dan Slott, if you don't know, in the Spidey Squad community, specifically with Godzilla Mendoza and specific other Spidey Squad members, they're not too fond of Dan Slott. I think he's okay, because he did create Mr. Negative, the character of Mr. Negative, and Mr. Negative is an awesome character. It said under his name, it said writer. I don't know if that means he's a writer for just Spider-Man comics or the writer or a writer of this game, because John Paquette is the lead writer, and then Dan is just a writer from Marvel Comics. Even though it is said that Spider-Man PS4 is having the story be crafted from people at Insomniac and Marvel. So if Dan Slott is a part of this story, I wouldn't, care that much. I would just hope that, they do something really different. That's what they kept saying throughout the whole thing, that different characters are going to be used in different ways, and that is, what we've seen so far. Peter is a scientist, MJ works at the Daily Bugle, Miles Morales and Peter know each other, so all that type of stuff. And even though, in what I heard, because I'm still processing everything, they really just talked about the same stuff, all the crazy things in the city and all the stuff that Peter is going to be doing with interacting with characters in the game. That looks really awesome. But that new shot of Spider-Man dive bombing, and then it connected with the D23 footage of him swinging, and it was one full shot now. So now it's one continuous shot. That dive bomb he did is so cool, because that's what I wanted from the swinging, is dive bombing, hyper speed, fast-paced swinging, and it looks so great. And oh man, and I'm in Anaheim, so I'm about to finish recording this, go to the convention center, and on Twitter, they're also, on Twitter right now, they're live streaming their, them being there, and Ryan Penagos, who works at Marvel, he's there interviewing Bill Roseman and Brian Inhar. They're both here in Anaheim. I'm probably going to be able to see Bill Roseman. I already met Brian Inhar. If you guys see on Twitter, I was at the Game Awards, and I actually saw Brian Intihar and Ryan Schneider, who's the chief brand officer at Insomniac Games, at the Game Awards, because I went there too. But that's another story. I'm just freaking out, guys. It's awesome. This trailer was great. It's awesome seeing more of the discussion of the game. Even though it was just one shot of new footage, it's cool to see what goes into making this game and what they're referencing from the comics to put into this game. I think it's great. Let me know what you guys think about this behind-the-scenes video. I thought it was awesome. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Stay spectacular, Spidey fans. Peace out.